Morning. Yeah, y'all watch what you're leaning on. You get enough people leaning on some of this stuff, we can knock it over. I guess first thing I want to cover is we had a broken finger 2 nights ago on the night crew. Rigging side. Employee went to catch a clipboard that was slipping down and wound up knocking over a 55-ton shackle on his finger and breaking his finger. Had a pretty good run, fellas. Clipboard's about $1.50 to replace, so that's something to keep in mind. A couple of years ago, we had a pretty significant wrist injury with trying to catch a box that basically had a bunch of crap in it that wouldn't have mattered if it hit the ground. So I know you kind of react in a certain way sometimes before you can substantiate doing something, but let it fall, let it get out of the way, do whatever you need to do. But we can replace a clipboard, we can replace a box of nipples or whatever else it is. And he's back at work, and we'll get him into eye doctor Monday. It was an emergency room situation that was handled improperly. We had an employee at the emergency room without our department knowing about it. And I think we discussed it with everyone in such a way that it won't happen again the same way. But continue to be careful with what you're doing, continue to be careful with how you're doing it. Continue to take the time to see what people are doing on either side of you, and if they're affecting how you're doing, what you're doing, make sure y'all have a conversation. We're in tight quarters in here, but we've spent a lot of time in the shop over the past few days, and everyone's doing a good job. The test, all the guys that were in the shop and the guys that were involved in the test went about as good as it could possibly go. For the guys that were in here while the test was taking place, the assembly you saw, we tested in one configuration and then flipped. It actually was tested to the same tonnage in both configurations. 1,520 tons was on the assembly when it was tested to the full test load. Good job to everyone, JSAs, making sure everything was in place. Had two different sets of clients here. We had Chicago Bridge, which is on the design and building in for Westinghouse to get some work done. So good job to everyone involved. Shop looks good. We took a lot of time to really do a deep cleaning of the shop. And if we take the time periodically to do that, it won't get as bad as it was. And it was pretty bad up along the walls and such. And I don't think anybody can disagree that it's much nicer to work in here when it's somewhat organized and it's straight. So good job to everyone involved in that. Equipment operations, I put on the sign-in sheet. All seems to be pretty well. Appreciate everyone slowing down, and I've been seeing a lot of cards about using spotters with the forklift. That'll keep us out of some trouble in damaging the equipment or possibly backing into other components. So take the time to get a spotter if we're going to need a spotter. We've got some tight areas on the yard. It's allegedly, we've got 300 feet next door that we just purchased. That's going to be us, it sounds like. That's going to allow us to move some stuff next door and gain some real estate. Allegedly, we got 40-some acres across the canal. I say allegedly, paperwork's being handled. I think both of them are going to go through. I think next door is a done deal. I think we're still working some issues across the canal, but company's growing, fellas, and the growth is a good thing. It's not always easy. There's growing pains involved, but on a lot of people standing up at work this morning talking about new buildings and buying more property and all the things that we can come in here and talk about. So we can then continue to do things the right way. We're going to continue to have as much work as I think we can handle over here. At times more work than we can handle, so we'll have a bunch of contractors here. But we continue to enjoy coming over here and enjoy the fruits of our labor. So I think that's something to be proud of, fellas. Got a couple of things this morning. Christmas party is tomorrow night. If you didn't have the opportunity to give some money to John Cacciatorian and Dick Piner, I have an envelope in my pocket this morning if you would like to give. today's the last day that we can take any money for that. For those of you who haven't been up to the front office, every year we take Toys for Tots, and we also collect money for Toys for Tots. The money assures toys going to children in Belle Chasse. The toys can go just about anywhere in the state of Louisiana. So I know there's a lot of Fridays that we ask you guys to give. I'm a firm believer that it comes back to you when you give, especially if you're giving with a good heart and not begrudgingly. So if y'all want to help fulfill some needs this morning, I have the envelopes after the meeting. What y'all got, fellas? Anything of any significance?
Like something drink, now the idea, in the community that alcohol. Like something designated driver.
Designated driver. I unfortunately have 2 parties to go to. If you get there and you get twisted off the wrong way, get to somebody. If I'm there, come to me, we'll figure something out. We'll put you in a cab, we'll do something. Want you to be back over here Monday morning. So try to maintain. That's what we would ask you to do. If you find that you didn't, let us know about it. Do the right thing, the responsible thing, and let us get some transportation for you and get you home safely. A lot of people will be driving around out there. It's going to be Christmas parties and people going crazy trying to find last minute items. So we're going to have to watch what we're doing out there. Who else? Go ahead, Matt. Mr. Andrew. Come up here, Mr. Andrew.
Well, fellas, I can say it's been a pleasure working with all of y'all. Y'all been a family. I spent more time with y'all than I did my own family. I really have. I had y'all back, y'all had mine. Mama couldn't do it, Daddy couldn't do it, sister. It was all on y'all. If anything happened to me out here. And I appreciate the respect that y'all have given over the years. I'm going to a place where I can relax. But I'll tell you, I'm going to miss all of y'all.
We're going to miss you, Mr. Andrew. It must feel good. Anybody else? And that's important. When we break wire, that stuff, you can hear it sometimes if you're in the building, hit the roof of the building. And that's the reason that we want to make sure that everybody's in a good place. That's the reason we had a perimeter back here. We don't know where stuff's going to go. We don't know. Theoretically, most of the time, we kind of know what we anticipate. But appreciate everybody's cooperation when we're doing that. And always make sure that, you know, when we've got barricade tape up, when you see guys standing out, you understand something's going on. Stay away from the area. All right, fellas. Right. See y'all tomorrow night. Wait. Make sure you look both ways and make sure, because I know lately, man, I'm pulling that hat over. I like to keep my ears warm. So make sure that you're getting a good scan of what's going on around you. It might mean turning a little bit more when you got these hoods on and stuff. So make sure we're watching out for one another. Don't have any update on the parking lot. Steve, you have any update on that? I saw you taking some measurements. All right, we got 2 quotes in on taking care of something in front of the parking lot. So it's going to happen, fellas. We'll take care of that situation. So just keep feeding us information, fellas, on what it is we need to improve how we're doing things over here. Appreciate the good work. Y'all have a good day.
Fabrication, stay up in here.